Here comes the youngsters. Hello. Hello. Isn't that just precious? It is absolutely precious. And we've got another one here who's being very boisterous. And the rest of the herd is about to come now. And this is the smallest member of the herd. And she's about to come past the car. They're very excited. Look at her. Oh, him, I don't know. Hello. Hello, Mama. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, folks, that is just the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. Wasn't that just so precious? Okay, I'm going to turn around again and then we can have a look at them drinking. Heart is still beating. It's being surrounded by elephants like that is such a special feeling. And they've chased the Egyptian geese off the island. But look at that little baby. That little baby is, I think it might be the umbilical cord. Actually, you say that, Bex. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at him. Oh, my word. Keeping up with Mum. How beautiful is that? It's more ears than anything else. So if that female was not relaxed, you wouldn't see that youngster. It wouldn't be just running around like that. And they're about to join. The frame is about to open, and you're about to see all the elephants in the herd doing their thing. Absolutely sensational. We come here quite often, but you can never get bored of a sighting like this of elephants at Chitwa Dam. Absolutely fantastic. And what is happening on the left-hand side, folks, is there's an enormous herd of buffalo that is coming down to drink. I don't know what to do, Seb. Are we going to look at elephant? Are we going to look at buffalo? Let's look at the ellies for a while longer. Okay, let's go across to the buff. They're emerging down to the water's edge en masse to drink. And this is fantastic. There they come. What would the viewers like to see? Elephants, buffalo, both of them. There's a huge herd of buffalo still coming through the bushes there. They always drink at least twice a day. Okay, so I'm going to hold off speaking shortly. We've got the little young elephant on this side. It's busy having a swim just above my head here. Look at that. Hello, little one. Isn't it having so much fun? Oh, this is marvelous. It's just legs everywhere. Everywhere the thing goes, it's just legs. Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Chitwa Dam with a herd of elephants, a pod of hippos, and an enormous herd of buffalo that is coming down to drink. Please feel free to drop your comments in below. My name is Steve Falconbridge. I'm joined by Seb Barombi on camera. We've come down in the late afternoon to try capture some animals at the water's edge, and we have been very fortunate with not only the small breeding herd and their young baby that is absolutely loving the water. Look at that. Look at the eyes. The eyes are open with the complete excitement coming from Djuma in the Sabi Sands, Chitwa Dam. I have no words, folks. I have no words for this. This is the cutest thing you'll ever see. It's still got its umbilical cord attached. It's following Mum very closely. It has had an absolutely lovely little swim. And the others behind there are also enjoying a bit of a swim. Elephants need to drink a lot of water every day, and they are the only animals I know of that play like this. They come down to the water to swim, to cool themselves, and there's an enormous enjoyment factor behind it. Yes, Michelle, it is a beautiful, beautiful elephant family, and they are drinking and swimming and having an absolute whale of a time. There they go. When you weigh as much as an elephant, being in water makes them quite buoyant. So it's the first time in their life that they can feel the weightlessness of their enormity. With the sun setting in the background, the elephant herd to the right is slowly going off into the sunset, with the littlest member of the group right next to Mum's legs. It is just too cute. She'll stay close to Mum for the first most years of her life. She'll stay. All kids, Lynn, like to play in water. Indeed, splash around. It is a marvelous time for them. There's nothing more fun than watching elephants. Yes, Maggie, this elephant brings me so much joy too. Before we went live on this broadcast, we had them actually walk right next to the car, and the youngster barged its older sibling out the way so it didn't come as close to us as it was going to, and was really quite special, as the elephants seemed to have finished their play and finished their drink. They're going to slowly make their way off into the vegetation to continue their seemingly endless feeding. Nice and wet and cool for the afternoon, with a smile on its face. They almost look very chuffed, don't they? Roman, we are coming to you from the Sabi Sands in the Great Kruger National Park, South Africa, and that youngster is trying to suckle. That's not a youngster. That is a huge elephant is trying to suckle, and it's being tolerated. What are you doing? That's very interesting. It's probably his mom anyway, or her mom. Looks like a he. Wow. And Mum looks like she's pregnant, so it's possible that she's lactating because she's got a baby on the way. So we're in Djuma. We're actually at Chitwa Dam in the Sabi Sands, Kruger National Park, northeastern part of South Africa, in the province of Mpumalanga. And there we get the elephants as they start to move over the dam wall. Now, before we lose sight of anything else, we're going to go a little bit onto the left of the dam, where we have an enormous herd of buffalo that have come down to drink. And the buffalo, when they come to drink, they basically drop almost their diaphragm, you could say, and they can take in about 36 liters of water in a couple of minutes. It's an enormous amount of water to take in. And there they are, nice big breeding herd. And they're just having a look at another vehicle. A vehicle has come into the sighting, one of the Chitwa vehicles. They've come to have a look at these beautiful, dangerous animals, one of the big five. And we always seem to have lion prides following the buffalo. So it's a nice animal species to follow. They are very easy to follow because of the mess that they leave behind and the tracks. Pradeep wants to know if that baby elephant running is not going to get tired. Well, Mum will keep her pace exactly where it needs to be to facilitate that youngster. She won't run as far or go as far as she would with older siblings or older offspring, but with the younger ones, she has to match her pace and the distance she goes to that one's energy. So I hope that answers your question. We still have her on the dam wall with the youngster, which is now catching up on a little bit of milk from Mum's belly, from Mum's mammary gland. There she is, right underneath. Is she suckling? No, she's just sheltering underneath Mum, basically telling Mum, okay, Mum, I'm tired, we can't run anymore. And Mum won't go any further than she needs to. Just gently walk with her until they get to where they need to. The trumpet of the youngster that is trying to climb the hill. Well, while we watch the last scenes of this youngster, very hard trying to climb up onto the wall, we're going to say goodbye to all of you viewers on this short broadcast, and thank you for joining us. If you'd like to continue watching, we are still live for another 45 minutes, half an hour. So please just Google Safarilive and follow us, and we'll see you later. Have a fantastic evening. And you're back with us, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've been enjoying this little scene unfolding in front of us at Chitwa Dam. It is always a very nice place to come to at this time of day. We're always rewarded with marvelous scenes. And there's nothing quite as majestic as a herd of elephant moving across the dam wall. I might try and get us a bit closer to these buffaloes. Seb, what do you think? We've seen some nice Ellie shots there. Let's go and have a look and see. Ah. Okay, well, we're going to quickly go over to Brent, who's got some action. Look at that. That is the nose and the feet coming through. You can see all the mucus of the placenta coming like this in my life. Ah, look at those hooves. Sorry that the other buffalo are moving in the way. There's nothing we can do about it. Good afternoon, a very warm welcome to all of you on this stream. Please pay attention. We have got a female buffalo that is giving birth live on the show, happening in real time. This is a Cape buffalo. We're not going to go away from it. My name is Steve Falconbridge, and we've got Seb Rombi on camera. Please feel free to send your comments through to on the chat below. Let us know what you think, your questions. This is happening. The Cape buffalo giving birth right in front of us. I've never ever seen anything quite like this before. She doesn't seem too stressed, but the herd is quite anxious. It's quite a tricky position to be in. I'm not sure how long this is supposed to take, but you can see the hooves and the nose of that youngster as it's starting to come out. Incredible stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We will have other vehicles in the sighting, so if you do hear vehicles, we do apologize. Yes, Linda. Linda, she can do it, she can do it. Yes, she can. See, the hooves themselves are very unscratched. Yes, Michelle. Fantastic stuff. Amazing, Michelle. I'm speechless. I don't really know what to say. Yes, Paulette, those are the front feet of the hooves and the nose. You can see other youngsters jumping around. This one seems to be a little bit late. They generally breed in January, so this one's about 2 months late. I don't know if this is normal that it's taking so long, but you can see how the other buffalo are very interested. They know what's going on. The males are standing around in guard. They know that they can't move off because this female will not be able to follow them for some time. And as I said, we are joined by other vehicles in the sighting, so I do apologize if you do hear the other vehicles. Yes, the hooves themselves are very unscratched. Yes, Michelle. Fantastic stuff. Amazing, Michelle. I'm speechless. I don't really know what to say. Yes, Paulette, those are the front feet of the hooves and the nose. You can see other youngsters jumping around. This one seems to be a little bit late. They generally breed in January, so this one's about 2 months late. I don't know if this is normal that it's taking so long, but you can see how the other buffalo are very interested. They know what's going on. The males are standing around in guard. They know that they can't move off because this female will not be able to follow them for some time. And as I said, we are joined by other vehicles in the sighting, so I do apologize if you do hear the other vehicles. Yes, Grace, this is unbelievable stuff. We are very lucky indeed. Barbara would like to know if the baby would be breathing. It doesn't seem like it is. I don't know, actually. I mean, the eyes are still closed. I was watching for some breath. I think maybe it needs to hit the floor before it will start breathing. Hit the floor to sort of stimulate those lungs. absolutely incredible. Live, folks, is happening in real time. Sad indeed, this is a first for me. I've never in my life seen an animal give birth. I've seen an elephant at the end of birth, but I actually didn't see the process unfold. So there are the vehicles. You probably hear vehicles moving around. There's the head starting to come out. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, the final push. There we go. The hardest part is done. Come on, ma'am. Be a good mother. Squeeze. There we go. This is so incredible, ladies and gentlemen. So incredible. Come on, mama. Everyone's cheering her. We're all cheering her. One final push and we'll see the explosion of fluids as the baby is ejected out. There we go. The eyes are open. The eyes are open, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. Final push. The ears are starting to twitch. Happy birthday, baby buffalo. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my word. Did you see that? And out comes the placenta. Now the female will turn around and lick the baby. She'll lick it, try and get it to stand up. It needs to stand up within minutes after birth so as to be able to follow the herd. This is a very dangerous time for a baby buffalo to be on the ground. Predators will come in. They will pick out the easiest and the quickest to catch. And that's why the buffalo stand around very, very alert. They would be very, very aggressive towards a lion or a leopard that decided to come in here. Just one of the chitwa vehicles coming around. Obviously this is fantastic stuff to see. There we can see one of the bulls standing over. Yes, Tally, it is amazing. They know what's going on. They know that she's giving birth. It's not the first youngster in the herd. There's quite a few of them, but she is a bit late. She's a bit late. There's the herd. They're all standing by. Normally they would have left by now after drinking, make their way out. How fantastic was that? That was live, ladies and gentlemen. Ionisha there, you can see she's busy licking her. She'll lick the baby, get all of that placental juice and fluid off of her. It's also important because the mother will often eat the placenta to get back those nutrients that she's lost during the birth. I know that might sound quite disgusting to most of you back home, but it's part and parcel of what happens out here. They do lose a lot of energy in processes like that, and it will benefit her immensely to be able to clean that baby. And the baby, there you can see its head in the bottom left of the picture. Yusuf says it's very fast. Yes, I don't know how long it's supposed to take, but the herd was probably here for about 15 minutes before we came and joined them. So it's possible that that baby's nose and feet were protruding the entire time. Very unsure. One of the other guards was watching when we came and said she's giving birth. Melanie would like to know when will it stand. It'll stand as soon as it can. I reckon between 10 and 15 minutes the youngster will get up on very unsteady legs, and it will have to follow the herd as it moves away from the water. And this is probably going to be the hardest few hours of its life, but if it makes it through the night, it will only get better. Jason, you have goosebumps. I think we all have goosebumps. Look at her. What a proud mother she is. Probably not her first offspring. She looks like she's a few years of age, probably in her late teens, even not late teens, but there you can still see the placenta hanging out of her. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to go any closer for fear of disturbing them. I'm going to stay right where we are. I know you're all hoping it will stand up soon. I don't know how many minutes. Seb, have you seen this before?
Amazing.
Seb thinks this is amazing. He's never seen it before. I don't know how many minutes it will take, but it will stand up in the next little while. Not sure how long, but let's keep watching and see what happens. Lisa would like to know how long the herd will wait before they leave. I don't know, Lisa. It really depends on the status of this female. If this is one of the lead females, the herd will wait until she's ready to move. If this is one of the old sort of females that's got no status anymore, she's not really an important breeding female or a herd matriarch, then the herd will maybe just leave her behind. But, oh, there we go. She's trying to get it to stand up. She's trying to get it to stand up. Ravinda would like to know how far the smell of birth would go. I honestly don't know. I know a lot of the animals out here, when they give birth, the baby itself is actually almost completely free of scent. It's another reason why the mother licks them. But the afterbirth itself must have some form of smell. Will definitely attract some hyena in the night. But there's not a breath of air at the moment. It requires a little bit of air to carry the scent. And as we're sitting here, it is cool. There is no wind whatsoever. And she's a very proud mother. Look at her. She's smiling for the camera going, "Did you get that? I would like a copy. One for the photo album." Kathy would like to know if the hippos would come and investigate. I don't know if they would. It's possible they'd walk past. I mean, it's not unlikely that a crocodile might come up and find the afterbirth. They can smell meat and stuff on the banks. There's only about maybe 50, 60 meters from the river's edge itself, and there were some crocodiles in the water before. There's a nice, decent herd of buffalo. You can see they just know that something's going down in the herd, and they're very, very relaxed and willing to wait it out. I think she's quite a high-ranking female, and the herd is very, very willing to allow her to do her thing and allow the next generation of dominance, because that youngster, if she is a dominant female, will inherit her mom's status within the herd. Absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational, ladies and gentlemen. Shaking it off. Is it going to try to stand up? Come on, everybody, let's give it some support. I think it's trying. Where all the cheerleaders out there? Come on, young buffalo. Paula would like to know if there's something wrong with the baby. Would they reject it or attack it? They would probably just leave it behind if there's something wrong with it. If it can't get up and follow the herd, it will not be able to survive. Mom might stay a day or two. If the youngster's deformed or has something wrong with it, it'll basically stay where it is and will be very quickly taken care of by animals such as lion, hyena, and even leopard. Lynn, we don't know if any predators are directly in the area. We do know that Tingana was seen in Chitra Lodge itself this morning, which is just on the other side of the dam from where we are now. And it's possible that this activity of the buffalo might attract his attention. We are keeping our eyes very firmly on everywhere where we can see, but there are other vehicles in the sighting. I'm sure if they spotted a leopard moving in, they'd be very quick to tell us. But the buffalo would be very quick to tell that Tingana, the male leopard, what to do with himself. They will have absolutely nothing to do with him if he comes anywhere near. Not only is he a threat to that newborn, he is a threat to a number of the other calves within the herd, and their ultimate life is dependent on the big males that are hanging around, just waiting for any form of agnostic behavior from a predator. So folks, we're going to say goodnight to you from this medium. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to continue watching, please Google Safarilive. We are still on air for another 15 minutes. We're going to stay here, see if this youngster manages to stand. So for all your questions and comments, I thank you. Have a fantastic evening. Here we go. Mum's helping it up. Come on, there we go, little one. Oh, my word. It's very shaky. It's very shaky on its legs. Look at the umbilical cord. This is so cute. I have no words, ladies and gentlemen. I have absolutely no words. What a proud mama. What a little gorgeous baby that is. Come on, take a few more steps forward. Oh, I absolutely love my job. This is a terrible way to spend the afternoon. Seb said to me when he came out he wants a very interesting drive today because he hasn't had an interesting drive in a few days. And so I said, don't worry, good vibes, we'll get one. And lo and behold, we had one of the cutest elephant bumps. There he goes. One of the cutest elephant sightings with the young babies. And now we've got a live buffalo birth caught on Safarilive. Isn't that just the most incredible thing? That is, I think, the most incredible thing I've ever seen. The live birth, waiting to get it to stand up. Everyone's sitting on the edge of their seat. We've got leopards and hyenas on the other end of the phone, and yet we want to watch a baby buffalo, don't we? Yes, we do. You don't get to see this every day, folks. In my 10 years in the bush, I've never seen this before. We are very, very lucky.